Good morning, afternoon, or good evening, Mech Warriors. We are back for yet another week, the closing weeks of the Mech Warrior Online Championship for 2020. I have Mr. Kraz with me.
2021.
2021. Jeez, I am actually getting it wrong. I have Mr. Kraz with me this morning. How you going, mate?
Oh, I'm going good.
That's good.
Yep, looking forward to these matches.
Yeah, it's getting to the very, very pointy end today. So we have Loot versus GNX, which is loser bracket match number 4. And then we have loser bracket match number 5, where the winner plays the 5th Jag Dragoons, who we might as well just call Jack Daniels. It's easier. Now,
Sounds good. Yeah.
let's get these guys into doing some map bans early, if we can, while we wait for them, because it
Well,
always takes
well,
a
when we
second
say
or
that, the
two.
first match was meant to start 2 minutes ago,
That's
so it's
true.
not exactly early, but
Yeah.
we can get it
Not,
done.
not exactly. That's right.
Early by MWO comp standards, perhaps.
Oh, well, early by the team standards, you see, because normally it's these guys mucking us up. We're normally ready. The cast is ready to go 15 minutes early, you know. But these guys, no.
Yeah, that's true. Where is
Yeah,
the caster's map ban link? Where is it? Here it is. I've got it.
yeah. So I've got up on the stream. We just need to start. Well, wait for them to click the buttons, I guess, and then I think it's loot
So
first.
who's the highest seed for this one?
Loot
Loot,
is the
isn't it?
highest seed, and
Yeah.
they've just banned. Sorry, they've just picked HVG for
Yeah,
map 1.
chosen HVG for map 1. So then GNX will choose the side for that afterwards. Cool. HPG is an interesting one I found in comp.
It's all over the
Um,
place. Yeah.
yeah, there's so many different, like so much different stuff you can do. Seen success on sort of both sides. Lots of mechs on the wall or lots of mechs
Mm.
underneath.
Tourmaline for map number 2. We're going off the Tourmaline. Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
more of a traditional map. I'd find
My Tourmaline's quite different now, actually. Spawn
with
change.
only really the spawns were changed, right?
Yeah. But it's just moved
Yeah,
it enough that it shifted the gameplay.
yeah, it's interesting how that works. Canyon Network
Yep. Canyon for map 3.
and then mining,
Mining and
finishing with
then
polar.
Polar. Yeah.
Well, I may as well. We know HPG already, so I'll change
Yeah.
our lobby.
That's
There,
good.
it's HPG. So don't forget that. This is the way they display the team sides. It's always a little bit confusing to me. I don't know if it's just me.
Oh, it throws me off every time.
You know what I mean? I always got to double check. So that's loot
Yep. Loot.
is team 1.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'll switch them in lobby now
Yep. Loot team
because
1
they're
for HBG.
yeah. So I'll switch them now just to get it done. Then we can
Yeah.
have that
Tourmaline
set.
is team 1 for GNX. GNX. Yep. Team 2. Sorry, map. That's for Tourmaline, I mean. Oh, man. I'm tongue-tied this one.
Basically, they're switching. They're switching. Tourmaline's the next map, and they're
Yep.
switching. Yep. That's what I need to know.
Yep, that's it.
You can probably. I might just type it into the Discord ticket just so we.
Canyon Network, team 1 for Loot. Okay. Oh, that was quick. Mining Collective, team 1 for GNX. And then
Not messing about there.
Polar. Okay, Polar, we've hit a snag. Right. Okay, no, it is Loot. Oh, geez. So
Yeah, it
it's bloody
always
swapping every time. Pain in the ass.
great.
What an actual pain in the ass. This is by far the worst lobby cast yet. Every match switching. Right.
Oh well, not to worry.
That's it.
Polar team 1.
In
Yeah, look at
5
that.
minutes. Yep.
All right,
Tell them
I'll
to.
just put in the ticket. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's handy. Yeah.
Just to have it there.
My little stopwatch here. No, not the calculator. I need my stopwatch button. 5 minutes. Okay. Right, map strat. What do you think we're going to see on this one, mate? From team one being Loot and team two being GNX. I think team one has the slightly better advantage on this map.
Gonna change to HPG. There we go.
Uh,
Um, you reckon Team One's got an advantage?
sorry, no. Team two actually. Sorry, because of Kappa. You can deny Kappa really easy from D3.
Echo
Like,
3 and D3, yeah.
yeah,
Those
Echo
high
3,
spots that are
D3.
typically
Yeah.
taken on the left side.
Whereas
Yeah.
Gamma, you can't.
Yeah,
From the
yeah, if they
respective
sneak
opposite.
someone around Gamma, your sort of trader in Delta 6 has to toddle all the way back there.
Mm,
Makes
mm.
it a bit more difficult, isn't it?
It is actually a little, yeah. We've seen that in the comp queue a little bit. Matches I play where, yeah, that Gamma cap, someone could be standing on it and you can't fucking see him. You can't find him. You
You
can't
have,
see him. You
you have to
can't
walk
do
all the
anything.
way down the ramp,
Yeah.
basically. As a trader, you have to get all the way down there to be able to find them.
And then
And then,
sometimes
of
there
course,
could
they can just run
be,
away.
well, sometimes there could be 2 or 3 mechs waiting down there for you too, right? And then it's like, oh, that was bad.
Yeah, you only need 2 SPL mechs, and you sort of doesn't matter what trader you're in, you're not gonna have a good time against those. Yeah, I think both teams are gonna make a pretty strong play for Theta in the mid ground. I think we'll see, probably 2 mechs each or so on the wall, either side, and then the rest of the 6 will be around Theta, or at least, in the mid ground outside of Theta. That's what I'm feeling.
Hmm. Yeah, I think diving the basement. Well, it's like the old trick of old, right? Everyone dives into the basement, but then you can lose the edge caps. So you kind of just got to screen the gates, the doors a little bit, and then hold on. Really.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of what I found interesting on this map is you might put a lot of mechs on the wall and then think, oh, we automatically win the trades. But there's a lot of places from the mid that can trade on the walls, trade against the walls well. So it's not exactly the case. And I think we've found that, you know, um, over this final series, more and more people are sort of heading towards the middle of the map as opposed to stacking the walls, which you see, you know, um, people often complaining about in quick play.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
they're on
got
the
all these
walls
sort of
and killing us.
areas around, even in the middle area too.
Yeah, on the ramps.
Yeah,
The
on these.
ramps on either side of Theta, on the mid
Yep,
to the top.
they got some ramps over here as well. There's actually quite a few options now. I mean, I love HBG for quick play. I know everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people jump up and down about, there's too many wall snipers. You actually ask them, okay, so how many were there? Oh, there was 2. Right, okay, cool. So there's lots of wall snipers. Is 2? Right. Like 2 more than there used to be. So I wouldn't really call it a massive problem. But
Well, yeah,
I
the
like it for quick
one
play.
thing
It's
I
really fun.
yeah, one thing well, even in comp, one thing I like about it is that you can sort of find a bit of everything.
Mm, mm.
It's, short range and brawling is viable, long range trading's viable, playing mid-range mechs is viable. Everything's, got a bit of an ability to take. One thing we haven't seen, which I don't think we'll see today, but I would have liked to have seen in comp, is someone bringing like a Lerm mech and playing it mid, to shut down the guys on the wall.
Mm, mm.
Because there's very little cover on the walls. There's a few blocks, but
If you're in the
it's not a
open,
great
yeah,
deal.
it depends where you're sitting. If you're
No.
trying to hug a wall, you might be safe. But if you're sort of standing in the open trying to just deal pain, then you're gonna get learned back actually
Yeah.
quite nastily.
So it looks like we got loot loot locked. They're all green, 480 tons. Mostly in Bravo, Lance, and Charlie, with only one in Alpha. Okay.
Bravo, Charlie Lance for loot here. Bravo, okay, right.
Yeah. I would have thought that if you were gonna go a strong feeder push, you would sit mostly in Alpha. So
Maybe there's
but
only a
in
second
saying
or
that,
two
there's
in it.
very little
Yeah,
I think there's very little difference on
I think it
they
is
got all
quite
Bravo.
literal 1 or 2 seconds. I don't think there's some
Yeah,
maps
yeah.
where there's a good like 5 or 6 seconds in it for the spawn point. This is definitely yes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Francois has put the spawns, a lot more together.
Mm, mm.
So Cornite and Alpha Lance, he's gonna go get Epsilon. He'll be in a light mech, obviously. And then we'll have Charlie might probably gonna some of them get Gamma and head for the wall. And then I think the Bravo Lance are just gonna move straight to Delta 5 in the mids. That's what I anticipate will happen for loot. GNX, what have we got? Mostly Bravo as well at the moment. Team 2 down there. Only sitting at 475 tons.
It's good actually now with these little bridges everywhere too. I do like the outer bridges on HPG now. Like that change was nice. It does allow you to actually be a little bit more flexible, and you can dislodge traders pretty easily from if you can get up there. Doesn't matter, even if you doesn't matter if you know they're coming. You still there's not much you can do about it. With there's 2 or 3 coming for you, someone's going to get you. We've
Yeah,
seen that happen
it
a
sort
few
of goes
times.
both ways too. I mean, it gives the traders the ability to move around the map as well a
Mm.
bit easier, rather than be stuck in one particular quadrant the whole game.
Yep.
So there's sort of does a few things. GNX are almost ready.
Yes, it's looking like it. Won't be too long. We've still got like 3 minutes on the clock, so this might be a
Yeah.
good sign that teams are going to not take the full 5 minutes today. Hope that'll be nice.
Well, they're all green. Let's wait for them to say locked, and then
Yeah,
we'll
and we
get
can
going.
go. Wetting.
Say the words.
Say the magic letters. Oh, there we go. Back. Oh,
Done.
there we go. Oh yeah, I was like,
Conquest,
how come I can't?
Manifold, NA, 15 minutes, first person only. Looking all good. 480 versus 470. Let's launch.
Yep. Yeah, GNX just 5 tons under, actually, a little bit. Not that
Yeah, I mean,
that is too much, but
yeah, that happens sometimes. It's more
if I see
unusual
10 or
to be
15 tons,
10 tons.
yeah,
10 tons is more unusual. 5 tons is just, you know, I think sometimes it's mech preference. Like someone goes, "Oh, you've got 90 tons to be this assault. I really actually want to take 85 tons. Anyone else want to ton up?" Nah, okay. But
yeah,
if you're
find
10
10,
tons,
15,
usually 10
something's up.
tons is, yeah.
There's some fishy business going on. If it's 15, generally it's like
Oh, if it's
alarm
15, it's
bells.
definitely like,
Something's
wait a
going
minute,
on.
like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
way too suspicious.
Oops.
Which is actually funny because if if you want to go like a full rush strat, you can't actually drop that much under tonnage because
Mm.
it's especially if you're team one. If you imagine if a team ready's up 465 tons, a team one,
Well,
like
yeah. Oh, you know exactly what's coming there, right?
you know what's going to coming, so you might even modify your deck.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let's have a look at
Team one's
Loot's
huge.
mechs. So we've got Ebon Jaguar with Laser Vomit, a Executioner with Laser Vomit, Large Pulse, a Marauder 2C with Laser Vomit, ER Large. We've got Mistlink, Small Pulse Mistlinks, Small Laser Light PPC
What the?
Firestarter, Small Pulse Phoenix Hawk, Small Pulse Machine Gun Viper,
Dude, we've got a
and
Timberwolf with machine guns over here.
yeah, the Buster or whatever his name is runs light machine guns usually on it, 2 light machine guns,
Oh, right.
and then a Gorsia Large Mad Cat. He's run that a few times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've seen it in I think the one Bear and I cast. So we got a
What is it?
Firestar with light
2
PPCs
large, 6
again.
ER mediums, so it's missing a heatsink, at least. Maybe 2. Okay, right.
Yeah, I don't know how it's built. I haven't looked into it honestly.
Right, so we got Loot here is not diving under early, just sort of setting up, I guess, waiting for the big boys to come out. Hang on, this to me looks like it might be an aggressive push here from Loot. I think it
The
is.
GNX have 2 long range wall traders, and then the rest of their mechs are mid range.
Yeah, this is
The
definitely
Cataphract has
looking like a fairly
oh
solid push here.
they're full sending it, yeah.
Yeah. Loot a
But they got
full,
G-Man really far in the back.
full aggro. So the
Corsair
Corsair
Large.
here with Carbon Fire, just 3 ER large, 2 Gauss, is fairly quickly going to run out of usefulness if Loot sort of dive under this gate here. He's not going to be able to, well, he's not going to be able to do much.
So the Stalker's already jumped off, and
Yep.
GNX's lights are moving to intercept.
I'm just trying to
I don't
follow what's
looking
happening
pretty
here.
good for GNX right now, honestly. Like,
G-Man
because
is
there's only
cutting up,
yeah,
but
look,
he's
their
too
laser
far
vomit mechs.
away.
Yeah, and Loot's laser vomit mechs are sort of out of the fight right now. But I
Yeah,
don't know if GNX are going to do anything about it.
Loot's lights are going to have to be a little bit careful here.
Yeah, but
Just trying to watch.
GNX don't really have like a big light pack to be able to jump up there with.
No,
You
they
know?
don't actually. They're quite
Uh,
well. Got to be quite careful. So Loot's about to come around the corner here. Got to be careful here if they don't come around. They don't come around one by one. But actually, hang on. No, so Loot's taking the
sending it.
high ground
Look,
now. This Corsair is going to get
sending
pushed
it to
off.
the Corsair.
Oh yeah, the carbon fire's got to run if he's not going to. If he hasn't run very soon, he's in big trouble. The lights are coming for him, and you know what?
Isn't this such an
GNX
interesting strategy, isn't it?
GNX are all in the
He's
low
gonna
ground.
fall.
They can't do much about
Yeah.
it now. Okay.
And
Um,
look at the surround they've got, and look how many UAVs there are.
they just have a concave. Right, Loot have this epic
Yeah.
concave now all over. And hang on, look at one last bite and Cornite here are rolling around the back of GNX even more here. Tekkadan and Super Saiyan are getting
Veagle has to
manhandled.
be
Yeah,
dead.
that Veagle's in trouble now. They're all shooting him actually.
Yeah, yeah.
The
And the
GNX have got
Stalker
a
as
couple
well,
of guys
spawning open.
outside the gate here, which is not going to go well for them when they've got 3 guys outside the gate. Flippin' Griff has taken a lot of damage though from Inosuke. He's been forced to drop down there in the fire starter. It's just getting aggressive.
They're sending it.
Yeah, just full
Yeah,
sending.
they're jumping in.
We've got one last bite here is basically destroyed. There's not much left on him. The ball gets down.
Cornite goes down.
Cornite. This is the dirty brawl. Everyone's on carbon fiber. Yes, he goes down.
G-Man's out of the fight though this whole time.
He
So they're
is.
down an assault mech.
He's quite
He's
well out of
coming.
the
He's
fight.
trying to walk, but he hasn't quite made it yet.
Yeah, we've got light machine guns here just spraying into the Netherland. One last bite goes down there to Inosuke. But Luda just sort of sitting up high here. And
I think Luther in a bit of trouble. They've lost all their lights.
yeah. And
That's very bad on this map. So they gotta clean up the rest of GNX's
G-Man's having a
ones
fight
now.
here with James Bomb in the Flea, who's actually just been legged. So G-Man's been able to leg him and finish him off. That's
G-Man is open CT, and
pretty
so's
important.
Bowser.
But what's happening now, right? Buster Machine just runs clean into the open and gets completely halved instantly by Magoat while he shows his entire back to him. That's huge.
No, and he's fresh.
Yeah.
It was fresh, basically fresh.
He was completely fresh and now he's completely dead. Squishy finishes off G-Man there after the little flea brawl, but that's a pretty big error there. Just showing backs. Very dangerous. Getting debated almost.
Samuelai's still pretty. He's still got armor.
Yep. I'm just checking.
Rick Rom's
so
falling down. There goes Buster Machine.
Rick Rom is kind of fresh, kind of not. Cataphract open CT on Samuli. Tekkadan, I think, is Tekkadan's actually got only one AC10 left. So
Bowser's one touch. Bowser's super one touch.
That was a super one touch. Yep, Samuli goes down
Yeah.
there in the end. And I think they could pretty much all just drop off and, well, finish the business.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Goats on the EBJ.
And then they're
here?
going down. Yep.
Oh, yep, there we go. Dropping down now. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goat's cherry in the rear, but
One
got a lot
touch
of
in
armor on the front.
rear. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Squishy's legged, and there we go. Drop one
That's
going
done.
to Loot.
Yeah, that was close game. And an interesting
very,
one.
very close. Very different, too. I haven't seen that. I have not seen that yet. Not from any
Bowser's
team.
one touch CT, and well, Scout Derek is legged as well, and his other leg is open. So that's extremely close.
Very, very, very close.
Look at
GNX
that.
backed off very quickly there. Very, very quickly.
I almost felt like with the mislinks legged, I almost felt like it could have been a good move for the Firestarter just to run away. Even though, because he has light
Yep.
PPCs. It's not that he can't do anything from a range.
Well, you can cap
If he just
faster
ran and
too,
got, if he
right?
just ran
Yeah.
and got Theta, Epsi, and Gamma, and they've only got a leg mislinks and a couple of
And a one-touch executioner, right? So you're bound.
Well, no, at that
some
stage
point.
they had an EBJ and
That's
a
true.
as well. But I mean, I don't know. It
Interesting.
was tempting just to run away then.
Damage numbers. Oh Jesus.
My goat doing quite well. 700 in the airborne. Cornite getting picked early.
Yeah, very, very picked very, very early. A solid spread from GNX in terms of damage, like pretty even, but you can see their bigger boys not doing a hell of a lot, getting accosted pretty early, actually.
Mm.
Interesting match. Yeah, 700. Rick Rom there, 584 as well, but yeah, some of them. Flip and Griff getting picked off really early. Derek and Cornite. Yeah, the lights just not doing too much for Loot, but all the big boys doing all the work. Interesting game. Very interesting match. Scoreboard over here.
And so now I've got to do the switch.
Yes.
I'm just going to do it straight away. So I'll just put it on timer.
Redo the timer.
Yeah, get it going quick. 1.
Then we can talk about the map and what the hell happened. What's going on
Yeah.
there? Holy
At
shit.
least it's easy with the unit tags because it's
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
GNX and all the rest.
They're all swapped. Yep.
Really annoying when it's like when it was, you know, JGX versus Dragoons.
Oh,
It was like
yeah.
JGX on both sides
It's
and then
crossed over tags everywhere. I can't work it out sometimes.
uh,
Just gets very confusing.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, we want to talk about HBG first, I suppose, and then we can move on to talk about
Yep.
Tourmaline.
Yep. What do you think? Had on the HPG that was all over the place.
Yeah, so it was a really strong push, obviously on that one side
Mm.
from Loot. And they sort of did that
Yep.
more or less, but I don't know. I felt it was a big mistake having G-Man sit back here and be able to fight for a long time. I
Feel like,
feel like if G-Man
mm,
was just went with them as well in a faster mech, like in an assault mech, of course,
or
but a faster
even
one.
maybe roll the edge a little bit, and I mean, shooting cross bowl with ER larges, you're well out of range. I mean, you're in
Yeah,
range to
yeah,
do damage, but you're sort of miles
yeah.
away.
And once the Stalker dropped down, the Corsair was hiding, like he was hiding from G-Man, so G-Man couldn't see the Corsair.
Yeah,
I believe.
yeah. You're
Yeah,
shooting
yeah.
you're shooting
He had
across.
a box to his left,
Yeah,
so yeah, so he's sort of out of
yeah.
the fight for a long time.
And then they had a little scrap down here with the flea bags. And G-Man legged him pretty quickly, but did
Yeah.
take a lot of damage for his efforts.
Yeah, you got open CT. Again, I really wonder if the flea would have just been like while that was all going on, if the flea should just back capped.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
I don't know. Um, the timings, the caps weren't that that important at the end there, but I do wonder if when they saw the push, if GNX immediately just went to back cap like straight away, and they just kept falling back, and playing defensive. I do wonder if it would have forced Loot to attack even quicker,
I'm sort of
or
just
what their
drawing
response would have been.
roughly what happened there. So some of the GNX guys got caught in the yellow hub little circle, I guess, down low.
Mm.
Some of the GNX guys went out the gate. They had to come back in the gate, and then yeah, they went off to go fight G-Man, and that's when they just started getting completely just backshot. I almost got debated in a way to. Oh, James Bond's probably calling out for help, and oh, help's coming, and then it's like, oh shit, we're all dead. We're getting shot in the ass because they're all still up high. That was,
Yeah, and
mm,
I don't think anyone but Loot anticipated that Loot would just run the wall with all their lights, like
yeah,
all the way around.
mm.
I would have thought they could have been punished a bit more for that, but it didn't seem like it seemed like they knew what they were doing, and GNX couldn't really get shots because they were hugging the wall to
Yeah, they're
avoid being
all
shot
so
themselves.
close to the gate. Literally, like,
Yeah,
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 Loot's lights
they
just got
couldn't
free
see up and
reign.
over to
Yep.
see where they were moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe GNX were thinking they were dropping over the back to the inside of the bowl or something, perhaps. I'm not sure, but it was just this basically just a clusterfuck of GNX mechs inside the gate, outside the gate. Which do we go in? Do we go out? There was, I think, just general confusion by the sound of it.
Yeah. Well, it was an unexpected move.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
yeah, but it worked well, so that's the way it is.
Mm.
So we shall we have a look at Torma?
Yes, let's go to Tourmaline.
Looks like lobby side Genix got their 480, but they're not ready yet.
On team one. Yeah, I think team two is definitely the more struggle side here. So it's going to be interesting to see what Loot do. Because you can quite easily control Theta from, where is it? Up here in D5 really early, even back here in D4 really, really early. So still
Mm.
no chance that team two can get up here and take it. The only thing team two, I think, can really do is just deny Theta as best they can early on, or just completely ignore it. Like it's one or the other, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely think Team One's like a stronger trading side. That's for sure. It's got a lot
Mm.
of options.
Yep,
Okay, well GNX are locked in there, and as you were saying before, it's changing the spawns has really flipped up how the map
it has. Yeah,
work,
definitely.
because before the comp would be like this. This is how comp was, right?
Yep.
That, and then that was the sort of the main engagement. It was across that way as you
Mm.
spawned, and you spawn Echo 4 Delta 5. So those two lances spawn extremely close to one another. So sometimes you'd immediately see just this trading, or you'd see immediately like a push.
Sort of the old
Uh,
breakup of the map now versus
yeah, yeah.
then
Now
sort
it's
of
going the other
thing.
way.
Yeah, it's kind of shifted it
Yeah,
quite a
yeah.
bit there.
The main thing I think is that this side before was just flat better,
Mm.
and because it's flat better, because they can hold theta much more effectively, like much more effectively. When it was that that north to south sort of spawning, I found that side much stronger. Both
Yep.
sides, I think, have their weak strengths and weaknesses. But again,
Mm.
as you said,
It's
team one, this side, this orientation has easy access to theta as well. But I think from this side, it's a bit easier for team two to potentially get it back, towards the mid game.
it is. Well, we've seen 228 do that quite effectively. That push over into that sort of Fox 5, Fox 4 push if teams are not ready for it. And even if they are ready for it, and you've got a
Yeah,
couple
they
of
do that
traders up,
movement. Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
Yeah, like you can, it's not actually that far. Like from F5 to F4 is not far. It's only 600, 700 meters. So it
Yeah, so you can
doesn't
reasonably
take
take
you long.
mid-range. You can take mid-range heavies and assaults, and then you'll be shooting in their optimum very quickly.
Yeah, and mid range, well, just out DPS is the long range, no question. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it'd be interesting
it's
to see. So we've got GNX a full Bravo Charlie in Team One, which makes sense because Alpha spawn is literally behind that dropship. Like it's like must
yeah,
be one of the like most inconvenient spawns in the game.
it's less than
And
ideal.
then yeah, and then from loot, currently we have a lot in Alpha, but yeah, someone just left, so I think they're not quite ready just yet. Getting there. The main
Well,
thing I hope for today is to see some close matches.
mm,
We had
that
a
was
lot of
close.
3-0s in this final series this year.
Yeah, a few more than normal. I would have actually said. Normally, it is quite close. Once you get to this
Yeah, I think
stage of the series, but it is a little bit. Hmm.
we've only yeah. Well, if we have a look at it, out of the best of fives, one, two, three, four, five of them have been 3-0.
Yeah,
Like, there's
right.
only been one that's been 3-1. That was JGX versus GenX, and then there's only been one so far that's gone to the fifth drop, and that was Crossfire versus KDCM, where Crossfire managed to win
Now, what do you
in
think
losers
about
bracket round
this?
two.
I've seen a couple of teams do this in other matches, right? Where they basically just send one mech to Theta just to basically play decoy, right? And then actually cap the three edges relatively early, forces the team one to either go and react to it with a couple of mechs because you wouldn't send one, and then basically your team two just rolls up onto that area of Theta and then controls it. So you only need to have
Um,
either Gamma
but that's
or
exactly what
Sigma.
we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what JGX did against Dragoons
yeah,
in that what is it? I can't remember what it's called. Winners bracket,
yep.
the winners bracket final before the grand final.
Oh, they're locked in. Let's go. Yeah, so
Locked and
basically
locked. Right.
decoy them out of the map early, out of position, out of, oh, let's control Theta strat. And it's like, well, hang on. Shit. We've been three capped. We have to give up
Yeah.
Theta now.
Well, yeah, and it's a really large map, Tourmaline.
Mm,
So
huge.
the caps can very quickly get away from you on this map if you're not careful about it.
I think it's
Does
actually
not take long at all.
deceptive, to be honest. It's just, it is really, really fucking big. You just don't
Yeah, and
realize.
in most of the assaults will only ever contest like maybe the home cap and then theta.
Mm.
See, the assault mech's impact on Gamma and Sigma on this map are very, very minimal. They
I
just
mean,
don't have the time to walk out there, because if they have the time to walk out there, by the time they get out there, it's like it's too late to do anything else, right?
yeah.
So if you've trundled your assault mech to go to get Sigma from Team One, you're pretty much out. You're done. Like you're not going to come back. So that's your home now.
Tell you what, this map is gorgeous. The sky. I only noticed this last cast. Like all the
Yeah,
aurora through the
it's
sky.
really
It's
nice, isn't
actually
it?
really nice. Really well done.
So let's have a look. GNX, we've got a Timberwolf with laser vomit Timberwolf, heavy machine gun, small pulse Black Lena. What else we got here? We
Okay,
got three
so
PPC Veagle.
We just
ER
got
large rifleman, ER large
lasers,
stalker,
ERs,
yeah,
and basically
ER
two
large
big
supernova,
ERs, yeah, over here on Supernova and Stalker for GNX. We've got large
yeah.
pulse just standard laser Timberwolf, 3 peeps Veagle, and 4 ER large Roffelmans. Okay, and then just the usual light business.
Loot ascending it again.
Loot ascending,
They're
right?
sending it.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Look at him.
Oh shit, Core Knight's in
Up
trouble though.
top
He
there.
needs to get out of there. This is not where Core Knight wants to be. He stayed there way too long. Already
Yeah.
orange to red CT. That's not good.
Yep. Have a look at these. Have a look at these loot mechs.
But you know what? I don't think GNX are going to know they're coming.
No,
There's no way they've seen this.
unless Squishy. Look, Squishy in his
sees
fire
it.
starter.
No, he does. They definitely don't know. Squishy being in this position means that they have no idea,
No, they don't know, but he might scout it and then they can react.
or
Let's
he's
see.
going to die.
Yeah, or he just. Oh, I think he knows.
Oh no, he's just seen it.
Yeah, he's got a UAV up. The UAV, I think,
Yep,
has seen him.
UAV up. Yep.
It's close enough. So they know now.
So they're all running away now. What do they do about it, and how did GNX react to it this time? Sort of, they're running. They are running for the hills, literally running for the hills.
Yeah, the Supernova's getting some damage on G-Man here.
Mhm.
Orange armor CT, so he's pretty accurate.
I've got the Supernova over there. It's 89 damage, 89% there. G-Man is taking a little bit.
Strike,
What,
look,
he has
strike on
some
all
heavy
of
large
Loot's.
lasers on the death strike.
Look at that strike. On
Yeah,
Loot's
big strike there
assaults.
on Loot. They're kind of just balled up, stuck here in a corner a little bit.
Now, see, they're very lucky that the strikes have been nerfed, because if
Yep.
that was 2017,
Dead.
you'd
Everyone would
be
be
seeing
dead.
a bunch of 70% mechs right there.
Yep. Interesting that GNX have opted not to do anything about Sigma Cap for the time being.
I think they're going now.
Yeah.
James Bond is going in the flea to get Sigma now. And
Yep.
they've got Theta, so... I mean, I'm a bit
Yeah,
worried
G-Man
about
needing
this
a lot of
Supernova.
damage here. This push is kind of stalled. This Supernova from GNX was kind of like, you wouldn't expect it to be there, to be honest. Oh, it's weak torso though.
Yeah, it's
Cherry
getting hurt.
torso on the armor. So if he does lose that arm and half
And
of that
Luda's
neck,
sending some lights now
okay.
around the back of Epsi to deal with it.
Yep.
So I think he's going to get picked.
Well, he's open torso now.
Yep.
Some pretty accurate aiming here. G-Man is pretty beat up as well. Okay, that Supernova's been pushed off the edge. G-Man walking in the open though. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is G-Man going to get farmed here? Loot's going all the way around the back and G-Man's walking in the open.
Yeah. His leg's almost done. His leg's open.
Yeah, G-Man's just completely... Oh, hang on.
But see,
does he live?
now what
legged.
James Bond needs to do on that flea is he needs to go get Kappa.
Kappa, yeah.
Just keep putting the pressure on. Just keep putting the pressure on with the caps and holding a range.
G-Man is in all sorts of trouble. Supernova's torsos are both open, pretty much one touch from any of these sort of reasonably bigger alpha mechs.
But I think he's pretty safe down there. I don't know if Loot can successfully get down there. G-Man's almost done. He's 34% and he's one touch and legged.
Yep, one touch and legged. He's not doing anything. Now.
No. Oh, Sam is going in on the side of the Timble. He's getting picked. Sam's going to die. He's made a mistake.
Oh, I've just missed that. Yep.
Around Theta.
Oops.
Yeah, he just got jumped.
So one last and Slip need to get out because GNX's entire team have actually now turned around on them. But Loot need to go in and be aggressive here. So G-Man gets finished off there.
Down.
No surprise.
Slip's going to die. He's done. Yep.
Oh, here we go. The Supernova is now... Oh, sorry. The Supernova is now getting jumped on. Halved and deleted very, very quickly. Didn't take too long at all.
The Viper is open CT. Core Knight is open CT, so he's very hurt.
I'm assuming what's going to happen here is Loot are going to run up here and start causing all sorts of problems with the lights into these 3 ER large mechs, but I don't know how well this is going to work out.
They need to look. They need to look. Save your Stalker.
Yeah. Well, Loot are actually getting some angles on it at the same time. Carbon Fire is not even looking. Yeah, one last gets taken out for his efforts. But, I mean, Core Knight was already beaten up, so that's probably a pretty good trade in the end, actually. Bowser there trading as hard as he can. Same with Goat. But Carbon Fire and Tekkanen do have a little bit more range here. And, well, they got the extra mech. They have the Flea. The Flea is still alive.
The Flea is going to Gamma. So
the
Flea is disengaging. They're going caps by the look of it. They're going to try and out-cap them at this stage.
We're not mucking around here. One last. Looks like the push is about to... Is this push number 4 of this match? Where Loot are about to roll up here on carbon fiber and Tekkanen. They're slowly getting
But
there, but
I
what are the
think
mechs
I think Loot
for?
are in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I think so. I
I
think
think they're in a
McGoat is
lot of trouble with the
quite
caps.
weak here. Rickrom's nearly legged. Although Tekkanen just took a
Inazuki
huge alpha.
Inazuki is gonna get Bowser, but I think Bowser's gonna leg him. Yeah, so Inazuki got legged,
Okay,
and
I'm just watching this other fight here.
oh, he didn't get Bowser.
Oh, Rickron turns
Look
around
how
to finish
damaged
off
Bowser's CT
Inosuke.
is.
Oh, that's nasty. One last actually
Look how
got taken out there though as well in that fight.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
dear, this
look
is all
look
happening.
how damaged Bowser is. He's got no CT on the paper doll.
Oh, he's dead in he's dead in game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's yeah.
yeah. I love that when that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, I love that what
So
happened.
Carbon's basically
McGoat has cooked his leg off, so McGoat's legged himself from overheat
Mago
damage.
blew himself up last game too, actually. So Tekkenen's one
And
touch on the CT. Rick Rom's nearly legged.
the game's over though.
Oh, done.
There's no way Luke can come back
Yeah.
because they
Just
can't
got
win
the
on
caps.
caps.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's done.
Completely our cap there, losing the lights too early. I think
Yep. And
Poor
James
Knight
Bond
eating
and
way too
Squishy is
much
still
damage.
fresh.
Yeah.
So I mean, Bowser's one touch, McGoat is legged.
GNX are a bit
And
more up to what was going on there and go and cap if
But
it's not working.
that's what I was thinking they should have done in HPD.
Mm.
Exactly that. They should have sent that flea just to back cap everything
Yep.
and kept retreating from that push. So rather than sitting around the wall, they could have just went literally to the back of the map with their ER large and HPG, and then they would have been all right. McGoat's limping his way to Epsy. Rick Rom and Bowser gone to Theta, but it's too late. It's
Miles
too late.
too late. Because I mean the other, like I said, the other two it's completely fresh. Doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah, and they're just, I mean, look at the caps and everything. So it's
Yep.
well, great. That means we have at least to the fourth drop. Perfect.
Yep. That's it.
And that was another very close game too. This time swinging in favor of GNX. I think even if GNX had not capped, based on how damaged these loot mechs are, they would have just won the fight anyway, just by,
I think it's also good that GNX did go and cap though, right? Because then they are still fresh. If they kind of stuck around in the fight, they may well have, Flea get legged or something instantly and then all hang on a minute.
Yeah, exactly. High, like, big laser vomit clan mech can, with a good shot, potentially leg a light, especially like a flea.
G-Man just getting farmed there. But Super Saiyan and the Supernova doing some good work, just probably half that airstrike. Farming G-Man and that really nice airstrike. There's going to be a good 150, 200 there.
Oh yeah, that was
sure. Carbon Fire.
Like I said, if that was a 2017 airstrike, man, that would have just absolutely obliterated.
500 damage, every mech dead, right?
Every mech would have been 70%. It just would have obliterated them.
Yeah, and overall, Loot not getting a lot of damage out, and it kind of shows with that game result there. McGoat Crom doing a bit of work, One Last doing a bit of work, but all the others getting picked off pretty solidly. All right.
Well, Squishy in the fire starter for GNX, he managed to scout them, before before they got too far. And that enabled GNX to really sit back with their ER large traders and make the most of them.
Yep.
So,
before they got jumped on, but it was enough.
Yep.
By that point.
It was enough. Okay, so I'm immediately going to
where are we going next?
flip these again. So we've got Kenyon coming up
Canyon.
next.
Okay.
We'll do this.
The map strat for Canyon. What do we got? We got Loot on team 1 and GNX on team 2. Okay.
This switching every side thing that was going on.
Yeah, yep.
They're all so Canyon is another one of those maps where the spawns have changed.
Quite
quite
different. Yep.
Yeah, they're right at the back. And now this change, well, I know, was done with quick play in mind. But honestly, I would have liked the old spawns for comp, right? Because it gives it a little bit more of a metagame about where you're going to place your lances and what you're doing. So that change has reduced the complexity of this map in terms of the lance allocation and the sort of the mini game that you play with teams. When team 1 have locked here and here, we think they're going to do that and this. So it has reduced that, unfortunately, a little bit.
Yep.
But I mean, ultimately, 30 seconds, a minute into the match, it's exactly the same anyway. So I see you're marking some very key points,
Key
typical
points.
trading spots.
Yes, occasionally you will see someone over a game move out to Epsilon. Common. And then,
Here's another one that you haven't marked back there.
oh, yep. Back of C4. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
back in
up
Charlie
here
4,
as
Bravo
well,
4.
all the way out there. Yep.
Yeah, there's a few that just
Actually,
sort of
quite a
around
lot.
those high points, with some cover.
Here is an
Now,
interesting spot now, actually. It's and you've actually got some extra stuff here if you're in a fast mover. There's actually 3 points of cover here where you can actually dart in and out of back here too if you want to play that long range game.
yeah, Kappa's always been a funny spot. It's one of those spots. It's like the basement of HPG. You don't want to have an engagement there if you're down even one mech,
Hmm.
right? So it can, especially in Old Canyon, I remember it became like almost a stacking game with how many more mechs than the other person you're going to stack on Kappa to control it, and then sweep across the rest of the map. These
Kappa's
days,
risky
I
now.
don't see it as much with the new Canyon layout. Usually, it's more trading across theta. I see is more common.
I have seen a for the sort of a run around sort of Kappa work only if the guys here don't pay attention to what's going on. They can actually get a couple of mechs taken out really quickly in Charlie 4, sort of Charlie 3 area.
Yeah,
Especially if the lights come in quick and fast. Just instantly, boom, gone, dead. But as long as you're aware
yeah.
of what's going on, that doesn't happen, right?
The old school anvil push across Epsilon. That's another interesting one that can happen. Just rolling around this Epsilon corner with a
Yep.
lot of weight.
Mm-hmm. I
But
wonder,
I
are we
think
going to
from
see
these
more
teams,
aggro though, right?
I don't think we're going to see aggro from loot this time. I think it's going to be more of a trading game for both teams.
Hmm.
That's my feeling. I think they're both going to have a lot of ERPPCs, ER large,
Yep.
and then supporting lights trying to control the three caps in the middle of the map.
And yeah,
So we'll see who's better at the trading game.
who
Well, at
does
least
the
that's what I
Kappa?
presume.
Who's going to do the Kappa game, right? This is the.
Mm,
I feel like Kappa can be the good and the bad all at once in this map now because it provides an easy additional cap. But if you go there too early or at the wrong time, you can easily be accosted by generally
mm.
a couple of mechs if timing is not
Yeah,
very good or
exactly.
your scouting is not very good, and then you dive
Yeah,
and then you
it'll be
lose.
interesting to see if both teams full send like most of their lights to theta to really try and control that early, or if they will send even to Epsi or Kappa, like an ultralight speedy mech, to see if they can get a quick early
Hmm.
cap.
Yeah, Theta's the interesting one. Do you go for it or do you deny it? I think memory slightly stand on Theta just here from Team 2 and just here from Team 1 on the edge, depending on the angles of all the other mechs on the field, and you can actually
Yeah, so
stand in the
yeah,
box.
both teams can fully deny theta, but it requires more than one mech at least.
Yep.
Definitely requires two, and sometimes, depending on the mech trying to cap it and different pressures and angles, sometimes it even takes three to try and deny theta by itself. So
What,
we'll be interested to see.
what if we
I
see
would,
some? Oh, hang on.
and you can really get, just say you're a flea trying to catch the theta, you can make a very fatal mistake and catch a lot of gorse right in your CT as well. So it can be
Yeah.
very dangerous.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Or triple peeps or something. Just boom.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, say Loot do another aggro push, right? Do they do the old, what I call the old YOLO? You can go around Epsi corner, which I think is risky
Yeah, what I was saying
sometimes,
before, that
but you
that
can jump
EPSI,
up.
like that sort of
You can
push.
jump up here now, right? Like with a lot of
Hmm.
reasonably good jumpy mechs, and a lot of them are pretty solid at the moment. You can just hour them out. Don't even go around the Epsi and uh,
Yeah,
get shot at by a range, but just sort of up. If you up and over, you just cut out that full time in the open. I've seen a few teams do it,
yeah.
not well, and been punished for it. So I don't know if it'll work, but it's maybe. I mean, Loot have done two out
Well,
of
in
two
a, in
pushes. Tried
in a
to.
lot of drops, not so much this year, but last year, my team did that. On
Mm,
HPG or on Old Kenyon. That
mm,
push, of course, back then it was with ISMPL. But we often did that exactly what you're describing. You send the bigs more around Delta 5, but then all your lights and mediums just jump up from the
yeah.
canyon area.
Because
Yeah,
you've
it
got
can
that
be
extra
very
cover
strong,
from the
and it can
bridges and
squash
shit
them into
now.
the corner very quickly too.
We got all this this extra cover, so you can't really get shot down on all that easily with the bridge. If you've got, say, some pop tartars over here, they can't shoot down on you. The bridges just provide some really nice cover down there now.
Yeah, it's even safer
Hmm.
now. Yeah.
Interesting.
It was much safer down there last year on Hibernal in the championship
Oh
series
yeah,
because
yeah.
Hibernal has the big crash dropship down there, which provides a lot more cover than
Mm.
on Canyon. So
Although you
yeah,
can
that
get
that
stuck on the fucking thing. God, that annoys me.
yes,
Been a
perpetually
couple of
trapped.
matches where I've actually been stuck on it. You're just teleporting for 4 or 5 seconds. You're like, okay, right, I'm out. Just hands up in the air, I'm done. Nothing you can do about it.
One last bite saying he forgot to do the spawns. Oh well they don't.
Well,
Well, it's Bravo Charlie on
that
team
doesn't
one.
matter.
It doesn't matter too much. I suppose you probably want some mechs in Alpha spawn just to walk through Gamma, but probably if you've got a large enough mech that spawns in the right way in Bravo spawn, the dropship literally drops you in Gamma.
Oh, really?
Yes, like if you have an
Oh.
executioner on the very far left drop of that, it'll start capping Gamma. Like basically when it drops,
Yeah, right.
it'll be on the very edge of the actual. Yeah, I noticed that one time.
I wonder if it does
But
it for Alpha on Team 2 as well.
it doesn't.
Doesn't? Oh,
Funnily
okay.
enough, Team 2 Alpha is a little bit further away, just slightly.
Enough that it matters. Right? Enough that
Not
it
really.
matters. Ah, well, matters to nudge the cap, I guess, perhaps.
Yeah, mate. I think from Team 1 you can end up getting, 1 or 2 extra tickets.
Oh, that meta game. You talk about
That's
meta game of spawns. That's it right there.
I
Joy.
don't think it matters too much for us all.
No, I don't think so. Oh shit! I just realized we've been talking about the map strat the entire time without the map strat up. Oh fuck!
Uh,
Oh
oh well,
no!
people working on people's
Oopsies! Sorry, Chad. I did actually make a mistake there. Oh no!
well,
Oh dear,
not to
that's
worry.
terrible. Fruitcakes.
I mean, it's Canyon as well though.
That's
At
true.
least for our they're both locked, so we're going to
Yep.
go.
Let's go. Oh,
At
yeah.
least for our, the more experienced viewers, they'll be able to understand what we're talking about regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as if there's something new for Canyon. It's just been played very similarly for a very long time. Oh dear. Oops, daisies. Sorry about that, chat. Have 5 minutes of staring at the lobby. That's all right. I made my one mistake for the cast. That's okay. Okay, we've got Stalker, Corsair. I can already see from GNX here.
Ah, yeah, of course. Yeah, you
Annihilator?
can see him already.
Annihilator, yeah. Huntsman. Huntsman.
ER large Gorse, Corsair.
Hmm.
It's a 4-hour PPC annihilator. That's what I
Oh,
wanted
is
to
it?
know. What was the,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll pick it in a sec once they start moving. Bug out, you know.
ER PPC, small pulse huntsman, ER PPC Veagle. Okay, typical lights. What do we got on loot side?
Yeah,
Lost some
peeps.
of my
Yeah.
overlays. Here we go.
There we go. Yeah, peeps.
Similar stuff.
Okay, pretty. Yeah,
Incubus,
yeah, peeps and yeah, large.
Viper,
Yes.
Fire Starter, yeah, Mislinks, yeah. Nothing changed too much. Oh, and the same, yeah. They're doing the ER large push. Not the ER large, sorry, the laser vomit
Oh,
fast
laser
push.
bomber push again. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yep.
It is.
It's the exact same deck. I don't think they've changed anything really.
Oh. Okay, right. So are we going to see
Now
an empty?
this is a thing though. Look, GNX are not scouting very well. They've got no one like they need to get those scouts on. James, I would have seen that. They need to scout more just so they know everything.
I don't know if he's seen all of that though. I think if I'm because he bailed on Epsy so fast, I have a funny suspicion he's not gonna. He wouldn't have seen 2 to 3 of those mechs. Oh no, he might. No, he must have. No, so Buster Machine's running.
No, I think they're responding. He's
Yeah.
called that it's a side push and they're
Yep.
retreating. Look, Buster Machine is going. Super Saiyan is staying up there. Yeah.
The only issue is going to be
No,
here
they just got
though.
to receive.
Is carbon fiber is going to be pretty damn slow in this Corsair and is going to get accosted because GNX's guys are
I don't
over
know
the
what
other.
he's doing
They're in
there.
the middle at the moment. So carbon fiber is going to have to back off the run here. They're going to have to be really, really, really careful. These guys. Oh,
Yeah, I
now
think
Loot need to
they're-
be careful because GNX are going to encapsulate on them and Toaster jumps
Ooh,
up and
Toaster.
just eats it. Nearly losing torso straight away.
His right torso is almost gone straight away.
So they're jumping
that's
on
new to
Squishy and Inosuke over the back here. Inosuke's nearly legged, actually. This is not good.
He's running
He's
away.
running away as fast as he can, but I think one last will finish off the leg here. In the meantime, the Fat Boys are going around the back here for Loot to jump on their
One last
GNX.
fight and Inazuki both go down. Toaster's
Okay.
very damaged. Toaster's lost. Toaster's
Nasty
down
brawl
to
over the
4
back
machine
here.
guns, 1 small pulse. So
So,
he's very heavily damaged.
oh geez, I'm just trying to see what's happening here. Right. So the lights for Loot have basically been taken out. GNX are focusing on that back end. So Derek, Toaster, and one last are completely taken out of the game. Bowser's getting jumped on now from GNX, who have finished, and they're turning back around. Super Saiyan is a stick. They need to turn around and
I think
stop
GNX have this.
shooting him. I think GNX do have this. Yep.
Yeah. I think they've got it.
Bowser's shielding as best as he can here. James in the flea. Why can't I click on the fleas? Very hard to.
He's one touch. Bowser's one touch again.
Bowser's one touch. Rick Rom is open on the torso here as well. Pretty weak.
There he goes.
Slip is open on the torso as well. Annie is running in the backwards, but I mean, he's got no weapons, so it doesn't really matter. Slip is going down.
Slipper and Gift killed him anyway.
Finished him off anyhow. Yeah, this is definitely not going to go the way of Loot whatsoever.
They're done. They're done.
Yep.
GNX just managed to scout it, which I was worried they weren't going to do, and they responded correctly, and it's done.
Yep, Magok goes down. And the other thing as well, Loot dived in too hard here to chase Inosuke. Kind of got out of position with the bigger boys on that one. Actually, and then they were taking they got 5-6 mans. Well, they basically just let the Annie die in the end. That was a smart call.
Yeah, they just abandoned him. You can get it. You can have him. We don't need him. We're going to kill the rest of your team.
Yep, and pretty much what happened. That was a fast game. Holy shit.
That was a fast one.
Yeah, very fast. Similarly, in the Huntsman there with 584 carbon fire.
And look at Toaster. Just
Toaster got
49
nothing.
damage in that miss. That's a very low. That would have made a huge impact because the mislinks is a very strong mech, especially in that sort of scenario.
Yeah, just jumping up solo. I think at a time, I don't think there was too many other targets being presented at that time, and then bang, gone.
Yeah, they just managed to get a good shot on him.
Yep, that's it. That summarizes it. I mean, G-Man doing a fair bit of work there, but again, at the end of the day, if you lose all your lights fairly early...
It was Loot's lights. Look, I mean, Slip and Griff did well, 320, but One Last Bite, Viper, Mislinks, all 166 and lower. That's just makes the big difference in the end.
Yep. All right, well, let's swap these dudes around. We're going to 5 drops today.
Keep switching them.
Yeah,
it's frustrating.
We're going to 5 drops all the way.
Well, not necessarily. If GNX win this next one, it's done.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. It's depends. We could go to 5, but GNX could win mining, and then that'll be that. So Loot have to win the next one on the trot, basically. Let's go to Mining Collective, and we're going to switch these teams. Excellent. Well, not that I do want to see it go to 5 drops, but if they do lose now, we'll be right on time for the next game. We'll be actually on time for once. Yeah, well, it's 5 minutes
that
to
never
now.
happened, so it can't be. They've been swapped, haven't they?
That's what I mean. It has to. So by that logic, it must be going to 5 games. We can't be on. We can't be on scheduled time. It's impossible. But if both teams ready up and they run it out, yeah, it might just be right on time. Wouldn't that be a thing? Wouldn't that be a sight?
Wouldn't it? Right. And then.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
pretty much what happened there, and then Loot just.
Are you going to talk about the
yeah, just on canyons.
Have you got the overlay on?
I
have
do,
you got the
yes.
map up?
Yes, I double checked that this time.
Great.
I did definitely double checked all of that. But yeah, I think it was definitely a bit of a. There was 5 to 6 mechs from GNX here when the 3 Loot guys came to chase a couple of mechs, and that's definitely what hurt a lot. I mean, Toaster as well getting hit very hard very early, but when you've got the power numbers. You got the power numbers.
The big mistake was Loot's like big mechs going like that.
Yeah, all the way around.
That was the mistake.
Yep.
Yeah. If they had done the opposite, if they had gone up like this, covering themselves from that Annihilator, they could have just shot in the middle here, like quite easily. So they could have very easily gone the other way.
Or even one mech maybe
Unfortunately,
stayed
my
back
prediction
here a
didn't come true.
little
I was
bit
hoping.
and rolled around this way. Perhaps just maybe not been in the push. If the others do go this way, that's cool. But yeah, just one mech, another guy,
Hmm,
maybe just staying a little high here could have had, well, shots for days actually.
yeah, yeah. And I was just going to say, unfortunately, my prediction didn't come true. I was hoping that we were going to have a, more of a trading sort of game, but not to
We
worry.
did not.
So
Well,
now
mining.
Loot have done basically the same strat every match. This is the question for GNX. Do they counter strat it now? Do they go, you know what, they're going to bring it again? Or are they going to know us and we're going to try and counter strat it and they're going to counter strat it?
Oh, geez, now we're getting technical, aren't we?
Well,
Oh,
that's what happens,
shit.
It
I know,
can
right?
happen at this level.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mind games definitely
Um,
definitely set in.
yeah. Well, Loot are as they've said many times, a self-proclaimed rewards team. So, do you just say, okay, they're just going to run the same strat again, and
Mm,
we're gonna take this to defeat that strat? And what strat do you take against there? I mean, well, based on the last two games, the strats that GNX did bring worked. Obviously, it
yep.
it beat them, pretty well,
Yep.
especially on Canyon.
What do you think we're going to see on mining? We've looked over the map strat here. How do you do it if are Luke going to do it in game 4? How are they going to do it
Yeah, and
on
it's but
team
it's a
2
very
as
it's a
well?
small map mining as well.
Mm,
And there's lots of opportunities for mechs like, the Clan Laser Vomit mechs that Loot have been taking. There's lots of opportunities for them to get into optimum range. Typically, GNX have played, a lot of mechs far back, as they often do, here and here, up high. So it'll be interesting to see if they just take the long range even on this map,
yep.
or if they go, what, if they're gonna push us with Clan Laser Vomit, they could have. I mean, one potential strategy is you could counter push them with just even more brawl, right? On
Or
this
sit
map.
up and ready to eat it as it comes, like just absorb the push in, don't even go brawl back at them, just wait for it. Then just go, haha,
That's, yeah,
surprise.
I call that a receive deck. Bring a
Yep.
receive deck.
Yep.
Like slow mechs, but with massive, massive punch.
Mm,
Do the old school. If you think they're going to push through here, leave your diary or any in Charlie Fall, and
yep.
just ready to
Just plonk a
just ready
fat boy
to
up there just to boom,
uh,
boom, boom.
just smash them as they come around that corner.
Yep. And don't shoot the first guy around the corner. Shoot the second or the third guy because you don't want them all turning to have a look at you, generally
Yeah,
speaking.
just wait one.
Yeah. Just wait one and then, oops.
I was about to say they're already locked.
I hit the wrong button.
Give
I was
loot
hitting the
one
delete,
minute.
not
Come
the
on, we
enter
want to be
key.
on
I'm like,
time, boys. You got 1 minute to ready up.
I was meant to be hitting backspace. I'm hitting the bloody enter key.
Well.
Right.
So we've got four mechs in Charlie,
Alpha, Bravo,
two Bravo, two
Charlie.
Alpha. So that's a pretty typical split.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not unusual, especially from Team One side. That's a very typical.
Well, it looks like GNX are going to go obviously early to Gamma. What do they got? Bravo. Someone early to Alpha by the
Yeah,
look
they'll
of
have one
that.
and
Pretty
one.
standard.
Well, James Bomb so far, I think every drop has been a flea,
Yep.
so he's going to get Gamma. Buck, who's also an Alpha Lance, he's been a Veagle, so he'll
Yep.
likely go on to, I call it Razor. I don't know what other people call it. This sort of area here. He'll probably go up there early.
Yep.
Um, Zuke is always some sort of big long range trader, isn't he? Or no, he's been a Vulcan, hasn't he? I get mixed up with all their
Yeah, I can't.
with all their
I think
their
he's been like
names.
a medium most of the games tonight.
Yeah, so
Or
maybe he's
this
the
morning,
Vulcan who's going to
whatever.
get Kappa
Well, I
from
mean, putting
Bravo.
James Bondo in Alpha, right? That's going Gamma. That would probably suggest to me that they're not making a
Super
theta
Saiyan.
play.
No, sorry. Yeah, sorry to interrupt. Super Saiyan has been the assault in Charlie.
Hmm.
So he's been the assault in Charlie. Buster Machine's often a heavy. Carbon Fire's often a heavy. Squishy's been always the fire starter so far.
It doesn't. Yeah, it does
And
not look like
Sam,
GNX are making a theta play here at all with the Lancers. Like you wouldn't put your flea in Alpha Lance. He'd be in Charlie if you're going to make an early theta play.
no, I think they might try and contest Theta with Squishy.
Hmm.
I think Squishy will probably go up to Theta in the fire starter and just contest it at least. And it with those mechs in Charlie, I do wonder if GNX will be aggressive and will push themselves.
They could be. Well, if they do get aggressive and then go up here, as long as they don't, if they are going to be that sort of aggressive Echo 4, just don't get stuck there. That's
Yeah,
normally
you got to pass through, and you got to make sure there's something on the other side to even shoot. You
yeah.
can't
Well,
blind push it
I've
because Echo being in the
seen a
the
few
in
over
the
here, and then there's like, oh,
oh
there's no one here, right?
yeah yeah. If you're in that Echo 5, that's like a death pit. Like
Yeah,
it's not a place you want to be with big mechs.
pretty nasty. Yep.
Yep. Okay, they're locked. So it's Alpha
They're locked. Yep.
Bravo Charlie.
Alpha Bravo
Okay.
Charlie. And they're pretty spread out too. So Bravo being Alpha being the two lights, for loot.
Yeah,
So
but
they're going to go
Bravo
there.
and Charlie have a mix of what
Dude.
loot have taken so far, like the larger mechs.
We might see
So,
some sort of little light mech scrap in this era, maybe.
yeah, well, let's see.
We'll find out because we're off and running through the lobby. Let's go. Do it.
Okay. No radio casting today,
No.
so let's keep
Nope,
that
nope,
up.
nope,
Make
nope.
sure we've got that screen captured.
It's just abstract casting by accident.
That's all right though. That's
I
very
can live with
preferable
that.
to running
That's the worst
running
thing
the
I do.
map strat over the actual game itself. I
As long as I
think
get the
what was
games.
one of the casts might have been for Blood Leagues. I can't remember if it was Blood Leagues or if it was these finals. Someone had like a half screen, so you could see half of what was going on.
Well, I think it was one of these. Yeah, early days. Yeah, someone had
one of the early finals
screen.
matches. Yeah. So we got James bombed in the flea. Oh, we got Bucks in the Hunchback 2CA.
Okay,
Yeah, small pulse ER PPCs. The Marauder 4L Super Saiyan, 2 Gorse, 2 ER PPCs. 4 ER large rifleman for carbon fire. Buster's in a direwolf, 2 Gorse, 4 ER large. Squishy is in his typical fire starter. Sam's in a 3 PPC summoner, something that you don't see very much anymore. And then Inazuko's in his medium pulse Vulcan. What do you got on the other
Speaking
side?
of 3 PPC summoners, I've just gone through all the builds. We've got a lot of ER large, but we also have a 3 PPC summoner over here.
On both teams?
Yep. Oh, shit.
Wow. Where is it?
It is in the back
there, one
corner.
last bite.
Yep.
There he is. Yeah. There you go. Last from the past, eh?
Yep.
That used to be one of the most popular mechs in the game. For comp, at least.
So hang on. You can fit 5.
G-Man's in a 4 light Gorse 1 ER PPC at the back of the map.
Annie. Yeah, I saw that. Sorry, I forgot to comment on that. Like RCR Peeps Annie. Yep.
ER large Grasshopper for McGoat.
Yep. It's pretty much ER large. Supernova as well. So it's just a heavy trading game this time.
Large.
Well, it's interesting. The Direwolf rate. The Direwolf's 5 ER large, 2 Gauss, isn't it? I feel like I've seen 3 or 4 undergun Direwolves this season. Like,
you can run it both. You can run 2 Gorse 4 or 2 Gorse 5. The difference being, if you run the 4, you can put a much larger TC in it.
Oh Jesus! Carbon Fire just eating 2 or 3 mechs worth of alphas, but as he's far away, it wasn't too far.
And if you look at him, he's still green. Like it's just been really spread damage. Yeah, so he's okay. Oh,
Extreme
we've got the trading match.
Yeah, we have a trading match. That's right. That's it. And Loot has 3 cap.
It looks like GNX are making a move towards the south. They've abandoned, I don't know what you call it.
Oh, geez. Taking him down to 86 very quickly. What happened? Hang on. Let me have a look at him. I don't know what.
No, he's yellow again. He's just got
yeah, just the arms and everything. Yep.
His arms have been damaged. He's got no armor on there. So they've GNX have abandoned Kappa. They don't have Epsilon yet. And look, Cornite in the flea is
Loot is off the Kappa already.
He's seeing what's going on up.
Oh, but
if he gets Kappa, that's a cap.
we've got a Mad 4L here. I didn't even see this.
Yeah, that's the one I called out before.
Oh,
the 2 Gorse, 2 PPC. Yeah.
That's a dangerous spot, actually, because some of these guys up high, like Bowser and stuff, should be able to shoot him from there, I think.
Yeah, they're trading now.
Buster Machine just ate a little bit. Oh, nearly on the torso there, actually. And he's going to need an airstrike as well at the same time. How bad is that for him? Oh, not too bad.
He's all right. He's got orange right torso armor. You want to shoot that right torso off.
Oh, Super Saiyan Hentai God nearly already lost the torso. Just ate huge alphas there. So GNX are moving. They've been forced to.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
But it's the torso without his weapons.
Yep.
Yeah. So he still have 2 PPCs and a Gorse left, so he'll still be okay.
But we now have 3 cap, which is kind of switched as we tend to see on mining, where the teams actually swap sides a little bit. I see this quite a lot, actually. But GNX are kind of really balled up here. LO0T are really controlling the map a lot better with this range approach to their other matches where they're sort of pushing and getting clumped up a little
Oh,
bit
one
too
last
much.
bite, taking a bit of damage there.
Oh, GNX coming backwards for one last bite. Oh, dear. One last
He's
bite
got to get out.
needs to get out of there, or is he in trouble? GNX are absolutely
in
coming
trouble.
for him. Yeah, I think he's in trouble too. I think he's in a lot of trouble. Did GNX chase him, or do they back out here? They're going to have to be
They just
careful.
damage him, and then they bail. Look, he's very hurt now.
Yeah, he's very hurt. One last bite,
They don't
extending
Oh, he
really
died.
far. No, he died. Got 2 torsos. GNX are going to roll in backwards here. This could be all sorts of trouble here for LO0T. Not getting a little bit too aggressive there.
I think GNX now just need to get Kappa, and they're doing that. Look,
Yep.
James Bond is off to get Kappa.
Yep.
And they're screening.
Yep. Yeah, LO0T making a little bit of a mistake there, getting too aggressive. Having a 3 cap, having some extra tickets, thinking, yeah, we got this.
Before that, I would have said that LO0T was definitely winning.
They were.
They were so that mistake has sort of evened the playing field again. Sam's got to be careful here. You need to stop trading, Sam.
Yeah, he just ate
doing that.
all of the lasers. McGoat's actually pretty
McGoat's
weak.
hurt.
Yeah,
McGoat's halved. McGoat's halved.
Oh, yeah,
so he must be LFE, 5ER large. So his heat efficiency.
He's lost the rear torso. I think when he was running away from the center, he's had his rear torso taken off because he's still got front armor. I think that's what's
but he is
happened.
open as well, CT. And Bowser, how's Bowser going?
I
Bowser's
don't
still got
know.
armor. Bowser's cooked. Oh, he's probably taken a strike rather than cooked himself. But now look at the flip.
Yeah.
Now LO0T are really, look how far back they are now.
But Slip in the
So
fire
GNX
starter
have
has
just-
to come all the way back.
Yeah.
And Inosuke's already rolling back here towards Epsilon already. I don't know if they've seen Slip or not, or they're anticipating this. But Slip has to be very, very careful
they're
here.
anticipating it. He's got to be really careful.
Yeah. Slip's going to have to be very,
Oh,
very,
that
very
Dival
careful.
Sprite torso is almost done. It's open orange. And if I look at the model on that,
This could be the problem right
he's
here.
been
I'm just
halved.
watching. Oh, no. The GNX are just rolling back around now to... Oh, no. Cornight's now going to get himself overextended here. All of GNX are here. 4 mechs, 5 mechs. Oh, dear. This could be really, really bad here. This is 4 versus 5. This is not a good engagement for LO0T at all.
GNX need to understand. They need to push.
Yep.
Go. They need to do
You
it.
only see 3 go and do it.
They're letting them get away. They're letting them get away.
Busters lose. Yeah, they are.
That they would have won the game.
Yep.
They didn't throw the game, but they threw their easy win, honestly.
Indeed.
If they had committed.
Oh, no. They're
they
still
would have done
chasing
it.
Slip, though. So they
He's gonna get
overextend.
away,
He's
though.
nearly
He's
legged.
gonna
That's
get
why.
away.
Slip's nearly legged. Now, does G-Man
but
and
he's
these other
got
guys
away.
turn around and slap them? I don't know. No, they don't.
Well, GNX have to respond now because LO0T's mechs are going to go clean up the rest of
Yeah, the fatties on the other side. Yep.
the fatties. Yeah, the GNX fatties,
Oh,
and
this
they're
game
damaged.
is-
They're very
This game
damaged.
is all over the place. Holy shit.
It's a good game.
Very, very
G-Man's
busy.
moved up. He's moved up.
Yeah, G-Man's getting
McGoat-
absolutely farmed, though. I mean, he's
McGoat
nearly
is
lost a
still alive, very
torso
hurt.
from the rear. LO0T are kind of stuck in the corner over the back here a little bit, and they're quite hurt, actually. But Samuli and
sending
Super
it through
Saiyan
their
are
lights,
really
look,
wrecked too,
through
though,
the
right?
middle.
Coming back
And
to the
look,
other side.
LO0T haven't seen it. LO0T haven't seen it yet.
Okay,
Oh,
Samuli's one touch.
that's a good move. McGoat's just seen it now, but Squishy, as long as he can, yeah, Squishy's okay so far. Squishy, you need to get out of that middle area.
Yeah, he is. Yep. See that over the back there. G-Man is still getting absolutely farmed for all
G-Man's
his
done.
worth
He's
here.
done.
Yep, he's done now.
Veagle's next.
Oh, Bowser finishes off
Carbon
Carbon
Fiber went
Fiber
down.
with a 1-2. Very quick 1-2.
Yeah, but the magician's dead now too.
Yep.
Or he's very hurt. Sleeping Griff's coming back to help. James Bond on the flea. He's
Trying to see what's going on here.
potential. There's going to be a battle over here for Kappa. James Bond and Scout Derek.
The problem is Slip is kind of getting farmed here, and he's not getting enough support from the rest of his team up high. The Slip goes
Tekken's
down. Are they going to finish off Tekkadan here? I think so. Yes, they do very, very quickly.
Fortnite's getting the
Squishy's-
back cap at Gamma.
Oh, Squishy's diving in here. Oh, I'm just trying to watch the other fight.
GNX are going to lose on caps. They're
Yeah,
gonna be,
it's a
they're
4
gonna be
cap.
super
Yeah,
quick.
4 cap to LO0T. Holy
They're gonna be
shit.
super quick.
I wasn't
James,
even
James has to
looking.
go.
Super Saiyan, Derek gets Super Saiyan. Squishy gets McGoat. But Squishy's legged. Squishy got legged for that. This is LO0T's game now. Holy shit, it's
Oh,
backwards.
Buster's going to die from Cornite. Cornite will kill him.
Yeah, I'm
There's
just
no way Buster
having
can kill
a look
Cornite.
over here.
Squishy took too long to kill Bowser.
Yep.
And James Bond is taking too long to kill Derek.
And Cornite and
Oh, James's leg,
Inosuke
that's why.
versus Cornite.
No, it's game. It's game over. It's game over.
Oh yeah, this ticket's now done. Yeah, yep, yep.
Yep.
Wow, that was a
Done.
very busy game. Loot overextending their lead early and nearly lost the match because of it. Woo. And then Cornite now just delaying that cap over the back there. And GG, we go to 5 matches.
Nice. And it was super. They're all super damaged, all these mechs.
Oh shit, I put the win in the wrong column last time. 2 apiece. Oopsies.
Oh, look how close that was. That was so close.
Oh, jeez, the damage numbers.
1,900 damage.
Oh my
really,
god.
really carrying his team. The rest of his team didn't barely broke. Well, G-Man broke 300. The rest didn't break even 300.
Yeah, lots of them getting caught out there. Basically, yeah, 2 or 3 on Loot there getting completely caught out at various points in that match. So, yeah, wow. Very, very, very busy game. Huge damage there. Squishy on the GNX team doing the bulk of the work there, but pretty even numbers for GNX, but just a big carry there from Bowser.
Yep. GNX almost, I feel they threw it at the end there. They needed to just clean up a bit more efficiently.
Let's chuck up some map strat, mate. What do you reckon to draw that one? Geez, something busy.
Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much. Well, I mean, it was back and forth as mining often is. GNX early on were really bunched up here. And that honestly, like at that stage, Loot were winning. Loot had this, and they had Epsi at one stage early in the game, so they were winning a lot. The script got flipped when One Last Bite went to Death Pit. This is Delta, this is D4 Death Pit,
low ground, yeah.
and he died. It's just a horrible area.
As soon as GNX saw it, they had 4 mechs here, and they just all lights and mediums. They just went him straight away. Like there was no waiting, no mucking around. They're just like, well, this is a free kill. And it was. And the problem is because one mech fell, you had McGoat here in the Grasshopper, who then had to run backwards and lost his torso
very
from
hurt
the
as
rear.
well.
Yeah.
And then so GNX managed to flip the script, and then they were more dominant. GNX had a winning moment, and they didn't take it. GNX had the game won when they caught those loot lights at Epsi. But they weren't aggressive enough. They didn't commit enough. And it allowed Loot to manage to scrape a win in there at the end.
4 mechs here, and then
I got to change. I got to before we keep talking. I better change all the lobby there already. So we got Polar, and then so we're switching again.
They were too busy. Too busy talking shit.
Oh, it was a great match.
It was.
But that was, I think that was really the point. If GNX Lights had pushed then,
yep,
and killed at least one of Loot's lights, it would have been GG right then at Epsi.
Yeah,
it would have been enough. But they didn't. They all got away, and it let Loot sneak in at the end there and win all caps. Yeah,
right, there we go.
Good match. Very good match.
Very busy.
They've been really good matches today.
Hmm?
Been very happy. Nice. And I had thought they would be, because I even think the next one, I think Dragoons as well, GNX and Loot are all pretty evenly matched.
Yep.
We change the map to Polar.
Yes. Let's do some Polar strats. You reckon HPG is interesting? Polar is also
Polar's something else.
Oh my god. And there's so much can go on Polar. Actually, it's
I think
many strategies.
I think literally everything. I think you can do everything on Polar basically. If there's a particular strat you can think of, I reckon you can do it. It's just cap strats, LRM strats, push strats, mid range, long range. Like a mech hiding at the back cap trying to get a gank on the cap bot. You can do so many things with this map.
Very, very busy. You can go, and some of it is almost a pure strat win almost from the outset, depending on what you bring and how you play it, right?
Yeah.
You go aggro, and you're going to play range, and you don't scout it, you don't set up, you're basically going to lose. There's so many different options around. It's
and different movements you can even do with those different options. I will just point out, if GNX and Loot ruined it for us, it's 6:15, exactly when the next match is meant to start. We would have started perfectly on time.
would have, right?
But I much prefer for this to go to the 5th game. I think this is gonna be a
Now,
good one.
well, I'm going to draw here, so you can push through here, and then if you need to, you can actually basically fake and backwards and do like a 3-cap. And again, you can do this from both sides, from team 1 or team 2. It actually works from both, pretty effectively. If you sort of set up that range or get pushed right back, so the red, the other team
Yeah, yeah.
moves all the way back, but then all of a sudden it's like, well, hang on, the brawl push isn't coming. Now what
You
do we
stop you
do?
stop pushing and you
Yeah.
just hold the caps. Yeah.
Yep. So you can scare
Yeah,
teams off
Gamma's a
caps.
very strong spot on
Mm,
this map. That's one thing you have to remember.
yep.
So Gamma has great sight lines on feeder, but the equivalent down here, which is Juliet 8, is very small in comparison to the hill on Gamma.
Yeah. Oh, it's Gamma
So
Hill's triple the size,
you
triple the height,
can't.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's much larger. So you can't really hold like Juliet 8. If you want to hold feeder from that side, like you said, you have to take control of H8, I8, I9, H9. You got to sort of take full control of it,
Mm,
unless you try and get the Gamma Hill. So we could see a battle over Gamma Hill. We could see either team push. We could see. We could honestly see teams like scatter like a T5 match, and just
yep.
like you can see. Sometimes you can see mechs everywhere on this map, just running around all the place.
It's a very busy map for what it is, I think. Which keeps it interesting. And yeah, whoever
Because
does
there's so
take
much cover,
Gamma,
right?
yeah, there is a lot of cover. I mean, everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's such a big map. It's a big map with lots of cover. Like the trenches are really deep. You can dive into a trench and disappear for 30 seconds and pop up somewhere completely different on the map. You're like, oh shit, now what? Did he go forwards? Did he come backwards? You don't even know which way people are going sometimes.
So I think the last time, well, last week was it? Last week, Loot played Kino,
2 weeks ago.
and 2 weeks was it? Yeah, I've
Definitely
lost
didn't
track of
cast
the
anything
time.
last week.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. You're correct. And so Loot did the push that we've seen 3 times. They did like
Mm,
the
yep,
fast laser vomit, clan laser vomit, and then 4 SPLs type of mechs.
yep.
So I wonder if the mind games are happening right now with GNX because, as I said, Loot pretty much did the same thing 3 maps in a row. Then they
And
switched it up for mining.
the switch up now is going to, I think, oh, now what are we, now what? Are they going to
Yeah,
push
now
this
it's
game
even
back
worse,
again
right?
or
Now it's
not,
like,
right? Yeah.
well, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Because you know that they took almost that identical deck they've been taking today on this map literally 2 weeks ago, the last comp match they played as well. GNX, of course, would know that.
Yep.
So what do you do? Yeah. Maybe they have a strat where they can take care of that strategy, or they at least think they can take care of that strategy, and as well as others. So they might already have a strategy planned, for sort of both scenarios of a long range trade or a receive.
You
We'll have to
can,
see.
yeah, you can plan for both, if you're sort of on either side, if you do go sort of sit right far back and scout it pretty early. But as we said, you leave yourself open to that pretty easy free cap,
The
right?
3 cap,
Shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh shit.
Now I find 15 seconds. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
time actually just went off. I wasn't even looking at it. There we go.
It is what
Yeah.
it is, though.
Team's meant to be bloody watching it anyway, not me. But
Well,
you can open
we're not
yourself up to
referee. We're not
this.
referees, so
Yeah,
it's just more of a guideline as opposed to
you
a
can open
rule.
yourself up really easily to the corner. You know what I mean? Like, and really
Mm,
control it quite easily if you
yeah.
get knackered off theta and have to sit back here, and then you're like, oh shit, we've only got Epsi
Well,
Kappa. Now what?
yeah.
Or
Team
yeah.
two is I find better for trading.
Mm,
I find it at least that it's got the stronger trading side. If you're just talking about ER large lasers, Gorse, ER PPCs.
mm. But are we going to? I don't know. It is interesting. So
Yeah,
we've
we'll
got
have to see.
Charlie, Bravo, Alpha. I suppose spawns don't make too much difference in this one either, actually. They're pretty clumped up as well. Like a lot, actually. It doesn't matter that much.
No.
I mean, we have seen even crazy pushes come around this side of the map. I've seen stuff go straight across, up the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah.
I've seen so many different things on this map. It's actually nuts. You don't know what's going to happen till you drop in. You really don't. I think it's a shocking map to plan for. Great to watch, great to cast, but you just don't know what's going to happen.
Okay, so both teams are locked. We're
Yep,
all good to
ready?
go. Right, deep in the finals and fifth drop. Great. Doesn't get much better than this.
That is exactly right.
See what these
There we
mechs are.
go. Let's see what that's it. Yeah, right. Literally what it is.
That's the we get those. We get that nice eye in the sky. So
Okay. Have to wait. Wait and see. Ooh.
you being a sneaky boy, going into the dropships up in the sky.
Oh hell no! I'm not risking my no. You get lobby bug from this one. I've worked. I think it is the maps that have drop ships will screw you up if you touch stuff too early.
No, but you don't touch them. But you can go up and just look at them.
Oh hell no! I'm not doing that.
You're like, nah,
No, I'm not
not
touching.
doing
I'm
it.
not doing anything suspect.
All right, let's have a look. I'm gonna call out Luke's mech.
Although they fall out of the drop ships though, which is kind of cool. There we go.
Nah, laser vomit, black Lena, yep. Firestarter, Vulcan, Incubus, Hellbringer Vraga with 4ER large, Timberwolf with 3ER large, 4ER meds. G-Man is in a slow Mad Cat, Gorse and 4ER large, and Bowser's in the so they've gone Loot have gone trade.
Yeah, so ER PPC's and ER large, but Carbon Fiber's in a Warhammer 2C with ER large and Gauss. Feels like a Nike build to me. But just 2 and 2. Must have a TC 700 in there.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, the TC is good, right? But, I mean, if you just move 5 meters, 10 meters further forward with your mech, you kind of negate the point of the TC in some ways. Like, I like this map is so big. You can look at all the mechs really easily. doesn't take me too long to do it either.
Gorsia,
so we've got a 4-man pack here for
PPC, Gorsia PPC. Yeah, so it's going to be again trading with the SPLs.
And Megs here with a
early gamma. So GNX have gone for early gamma, whereas Loot has gone for early theta.
Well, Loot are going to have the 3 cap. GNX are giving basically giving it up at the start. One last bite will be out there very quickly to flip it. And then we wait and see, I guess. Looks like Loot is setting up to expect a push here. Magician sitting way back in Laser Bomb. Timberwolf. Loot moving further up round the real far side of the map here. Although, to be honest, I've seen a lot of teams do that, so it's not really out of the ordinary. But GNX playing, look where GNX is sitting. They are completely mind gamed here. I think what you said was true. They're going to expect a push, and then it's not. It's actually not happening. So GNX have given up 3 caps.
Yeah, they've given up 3 caps, and then
very easily
sort of
too. On you,
Loot are just hanging around.
Yep. Cornite just needs to sit there in the Black Lana really and just deny Theta, and hopefully this time, it's if no one throws from the Loot side, it's not a crazy scrap towards the end for either team. I mean, it's good for casting, but
I feel like GNX can just ball up and take with one of their the thing with one of their big mechs though. Looks like they're going to.
Yep.
I mean, they've got Slip and Griffins. Oh, Scout's got 1 touch in the rear left torso.
Yeah, I think he's been.
Scout Derek. He was lucky not to die. It's cherry red.
Yeah.
Someone hit him with the Gorse, I reckon.
Yeah, Gauss or some peeps up the bum.
No, it wasn't peeps because his rear. It was Gorse because his rear fender torso is not touched.
My overlay for the tickets disappeared. God damn! All right, it's back now. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. We've got a lot of trading going on Theta. The scrap on Theta. One last bite is chasing these guys off. Runs through the cap, so it's just a 2 cap at the moment.
Yeah, but Cornite, I think, is going to retake it.
Cornite's going to retake it, but
there's a strike on
him. Yeah, no, he can't do that.
He's getting hit. He's armed. His arm, which has all the weapons in it, is
no way you can take it. Oh, look at that! One last bite, running backwards with the Incubus into the cap point somehow. Slither caps it. What is this? That's actually crazy.
That's the cap pod Incubus. It's got the cap
crazy.
XL.
Yep.
Yeah. It's got the cap XL.
Jeez. So Squishy's eating a little bit of damage here as well. Just looking at it, not all spread out though. Not anything to be worried about. Cornite, yeah, that weapon arm is red armor.
What is Buster Machine's back here at Sigma? What is he trading against? He's shooting, but it's like it must be so far out of range.
Buster Machine got to be doing 1 damage every alpha at that
Yeah,
point.
mate,
That's
you
not good.
have to come up, Buster.
Yeah, he's about 900 meters away from where he needs to be. So there's still
Well,
this status
the
scrap.
damage is a little bit in GNX's favor. Like,
It is a little bit.
oh, a little. It's very slight though.
Inosuke's trying to roll around the butt here.
He might be
Core9
successful
hasn't
too.
seen it. No, GNX I feel like GNX is setting up for a push here. Derek has just lost his arm. They don't realize that Inosuke was on the side there. Loot need to back out here, or GNX are going to get some advantage.
Inosuke's getting
pretty
Core9.
quickly.
He's getting him pretty good.
Buster Machine's heard us. He's starting to move up now. But you know what? That's let one last bite do.
Look, immediate back cap.
Yeah, immediate back cap on Sigma. Now he's run away.
But I mean, the Stalker would just lose to that Incubus anyway.
The Stalker's seen the Incubus though. This could be an important...
Squishy's going back to try and deal with it.
Yeah, Squishy's going back to try and deal with it. But that's now taking 2 mechs out of the fight. Super Saiyan is open on the CT here. Carbon Fiber is also open as well. What have we got here on the...
Right torso for him.
Right torso, yeah. Magician's weak. Oh, CT pretty hammered. Core9 is weak everywhere.
Bowser's fairly fresh.
G-Man's open on a torso, actually, in that Mad Cat as well. So he's going to have to be careful here. Inosuke's rolling around the left.
I think he's going to get G-Man.
G-Man doesn't know what's happening. I feel like Loot need to see what's going on this left side here, but they're not
actually
doing it.
I think Squishy's going to lose at Sigma, and I think that's it. Oh, no, the fleas come back. So Squishy's just got to stay alive. He's open both legs.
Oh, wow. But even then, though, taking him out is actually, even taking out Squishy's pretty big for a one for a one.
Yeah, I know.
But it's not going to happen. Oh, no, he gets legged. Even though
he's
one last is going to die, he blows himself up. But it's taken 3 mechs.
Squishy's alive.
Yeah, Squishy's alive, but it's taken 3 mechs out of the fight here for GNX. Loot just need to be aggressive, and it should be able to sort it out.
Derek got finished off.
Yep, not surprised.
How did he die?
Oh, it's got to be a torso. It's got to be a torso pick.
He was on theta, yeah.
Weak on it, yeah.
Yeah, the rear right torso was really hurt.
So
where did
Inosuke
he didn't end up attacking?
So Loot have lost 2 mechs here, right? But
I think it's favored for GNX now.
Yeah,
at the moment.
So. Yep, I think so.
Yeah. It's very close though. It could easily go either way.
I mean, Loot still have the tickets, right? No, sorry, no. GNX have the tickets. Sorry, now.
Oh, yeah, GNX have it. And Magician's halved. He's only got 1 ER large, 2 ER mediums left, and he's open CT.
Yeah, that's
G-Man's going to die.
Yeah, G-Man's going to die here pretty
Inosuke
quickly.
just needs to push him. Just push him. Just push him, Inosuke. Go kill him.
G-Man is
go kill the Mad Cat. No, too late.
Going to be up to Bowser to do some magic here or not. I don't know. Inosuke's dived in. They're kind of diving back on Inosuke. He's probably one good alpha in the CT. Bowser finished off Super Saiyan there. Where was that? Over the back? I didn't even see that.
4 ER PPC Warhammers here. Bowser's
finished
taking
off
a lot of damage. Squishy dies. Core9 dies. Oh, geez, this is a close match.
It's a very close match.
G-Man's not long.
G-Man dropped a nice alpha into Samuli there, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Nice
finished off Inosuke there.
That was beautiful.
Right, okay. Now, this opens it up for Slip to move in. What's on this Warhammer 7S? Oh, just 4 ER PPCs, right. Okay. So Sam Muli here is kind of caught alone now on this side here. And Magode and Slip jumping in there and doing Theta at the same time. Buster's finally into the action. Does he shoot Magode in the back or not? Oh no, he doesn't get the opportunity. Oh no, he does get Magode in the back. Magode's pulling a Buster from last game. And Magode goes down. Yep. Magode shows his back trying to dive Samuli
You know
there
what?
And gets
you know
out.
what?
Oh,
James
shit.
is going to win this for GNX.
Yep. I've seen the flea going off the back there.
Yep. I think that's going to be the win.
Yep.
Once he flips Kappa. Who have they got to get there?
They don't have anyone. But Magician needs to go and cap.
Slip.
But,
Slip his leg.
Jesus.
Oh no, Slip's dead. Buster's going to get
yeah.
Theta back.
Buster's going to get Theta
No,
back.
I think it's done. I think GNX win.
Yep. I'd say GNX going to win on the caps here. Yep.
Yeah. G-Man's too hurt. Bowser's too hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Magician's too hurt. No, it's done. Yep, the caps won. Far out. What a match,
Magician is off the cap. He is actually looking like he's off the cap Sigma, but it's not going to matter.
He's too slow. Yeah, he's too slow. He's
too
a
slow.
half.
It's just not going to matter.
And look, Buster's is neutralized Theta, and he's probably going to kill Bowser here.
Yep.
Yeah, Bowser.
Yep.
It's game over.
Loot
GNX are 1.
Loot are out.
What a series though.
That's pretty tight
That's
series. Yep.
this has been easily the best series, I think, like,
Very,
of
very
this
tight.
finals. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one last
I
getting
think this
accosted out
beats
the back. That was
yeah.
a very risky back cap, and then just getting jumped
Yeah, he
on
got
by 3
caught.
mechs. But them not taking on the mechs was the problem as well for Loot there. Having 3 mechs out of the fight, they didn't do anything.
Oh, this look at Carbon Fire. He doesn't have a left torso. He's that hurt. Click on his paper doll.
He's he's disappeared.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
dead in the game
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead in game, yeah. And yeah, James Bond, I mean, even if Loot had won on feeder, that move from James Bond to get Kappa Epsilon at the end there was the winning play, and he played it well.
Yep.
Well,
Have a look at the
excellent.
damage numbers here.
Yep, James Bond, look, 68 damage, but 2 minutes 16 seconds cap time. That's what, it counts for a lot.
Yep. Looking at the
Carbon
damage
Fire
numbers there.
600
Caliber 500,
damage.
600, 500. So
Sam
pretty high.
581.
The low damage numbers for the guys that got sort of picked, which is kind of no surprise there. Although one last taking a mech out, but yeah, getting jumped on was just not ideal at all. Interesting match. Let's go to the map straight then. Jeez, that was a busy one. And well, yeah,
That was
GNX
a great
knocking
match.
out Loot there.
Great match.
Yep. I'll just update the ticket here.
Yeah, I've got all the.
Oh, as in just letting them know.
Oh, actually, Did I miss one? No, I got them all. I got all those codes. I'm gonna kick the discos.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm just gonna leave GNX in this lobby.
Yep, that's
I'll
easier.
reset it back to. I'll put it back on Forest Colony,
Yep.
and I believe I'm inviting Ultimate Ghost.
It,
So
yeah.
I'll send that invite out now. But yeah, let's have a
Quick map
quick
straight.
break.
Yep, that's right.
So yeah, I mean, it turned out to be a trading match. And GNX ended up basically out trading Loot on a whole. Bowser didn't get out traded, but the rest of the Loot mechs did. In at least in terms of damage.
Yep.
And so you had an initial setup with GNX. If I can get my map chat working properly, GNX taking Gamma Sigma and having they had a much closer presence with their traders on feeder. You notice that towards the mid game,
Mid
whereas
game they
Loot,
moved up. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
like Loot was much further back.
Although they had Buster was all the way back over here. It took him ages to actually
Yeah,
move
so they had
up.
one really far back, but the rest of their traders were much closer.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then it was just a big battle over Theta basically the whole game.
Yep.
Moving back and forward and shooting through. Loot made a play with trying to get Sigma. If they had got Sigma or got a kill there and run away, that would have been huge. But it didn't pay off.
It didn't. Yeah, it was a risky move to try and back up Sigma,
Yeah.
but it was spotted and yeah, got spotted. I think almost maybe when one last was getting shot at by the stalker and it's like, oh shit, they know that I'm here. Run away. Don't keep maybe going. Sort of because I think it was around about here to here. Some shots sort of came in. Maybe one last should have bailed out rather than there, and then all of a sudden you had GNX send 2 remechs back in the end to go and deal with that. So 1 versus 3, it's always going to end one way, right? Not with you living. That's it. A very, very, very busy game. You got anything else to add to that one? Or I flip over to a wait screen for a couple of minutes. I've got to go quickly to the toilet.
Yeah, I think we can finish up there. I mean, it was a very close game, as I said. The main thing was that Loot tried to get Sigma, they didn't get it. And then GNX managed to hold feeder, and just to make sure that they had the map secure, GNX threw their cap bot down to Kappa, which I think at that point it could have gone either way. But once that flea went down and started flipping Kappa, I think that was the end. because they would have won on caps even if Loot had won the battle over Theta and flipped that cap.
Yep.
Really close game, really close series, very close matches. So I think the only one that wasn't overly close was Kenyon, right?
Yeah,
The
Canyon
rest
was
were
a bit,
very,
yeah, a bit of a steamroll.
yeah.
Just
The rest were very
execution wise.
close, and just Kenyon was a a bit of a, not a steamroll, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I know what you mean. Yep. All right, well, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Just got to go reset some stuff, take a quick break, and then we'll start for the next match. So stay
Sound good.
tuned, guys. We will have some more matches. We'll be back in, less than 5 minutes.